Hey guys, welcome to a new style of video that I'm going to be doing. So I've been having this problem where I have a multitude of stocks that I'm following, but I sometimes miss important dates for these stocks. And sometimes I want to trade these stocks a little bit, or I want to buy stocks just before these important dates. And if I miss them, then I miss big opportunities sometimes. So what I've done is added a cool new feature into Tiki-Taka, and then I'm going to be doing a video every month to let you guys know what's coming up. So before we get started for this upcoming month, I just want to show you how to use this feature. It only takes a couple of minutes and maybe you're interested in it also. So once you're signed in to Tiki-Taka, you'll see this favorites and catalysts. Of course, this will be empty when you first sign in. And then you can scroll down and select your stocks here. You can also do a search. If your stock currently isn't in the list, then please send me an email and I'll add that into the list for you. I'm going to be adding a feature so that you can do that yourself soon. So we can click into a stock, and here we now have the favorite button. So you can see I'm already subscribed here because it's black. I could unsubscribe if I wanted to, so there's the favorite removed, and then I'm going to add that favorite back in. Now if you go back to the home page, you can see all of the stocks that I favorited here. And then if we go to the catalysts page, we can see all the up and coming catalysts for all of my favorited stocks. Now that's the really important part. I can see a really good overview of the catalysts of all the stocks that I'm interested in. And here it tells me down the left-hand side which stocks they are, and of course, what that event is. You can then click into the catalyst. So I've got lots more information there about the catalyst itself, including the proof. And then if I wanted to, I can delve into more information about that stock. Okay, so hopefully you agree that's a powerful tool to have. So let's go through what's up and coming next month. Okay, so first in the list are the hope-free results for CAPR. This trial is trying to put a skeletal endpoint to deramiocel. If this comes back with positive results, then they're going to be able to sell a lot more of this drug to the community. On top of that, it should make the drug much more easier to market all around the world. So I'm hoping that positive results here would see an uptick in the stock price. And we can see here that this is expected before the 30th of March. It's expected in the first quarter of 2025. So we could be hearing news on this anytime between now and the 30th of March. Next in the list are approvals for IOVA. I recently did an IOVA and it's a very exciting company with a lot of possible potential. It does also have its risks, but it's very much worthwhile watching that video. So we can see here in the first half of this year, we're expecting 3 things from IOVA. We're expecting Canadian approval, United Kingdom approval, and European approval. And of course, with any one of these, we would hope for an increase in the stock price. Scrolling down next, we have ARDX. So ARDX have been talking about expanding their pipeline. And I've put here to hope for some news before the end of the year. So this could happen anytime between now and the end of the year. Unfortunately though, in their last earnings call, it didn't sound like this is going to happen anytime soon. So maybe this isn't one to focus on just yet. Next in the list is the Chinese approval for ARDX, and I'm very happy to say that this was announced today. We actually got the news a bit earlier in StockTwits yesterday, but it's been announced today. We saw a bounce back in the stock price yesterday, and I'm really hoping that in the next couple of weeks we'll see a further improvement in the stock price. I imagine institutions are already discussing now about whether to put more money into this stock. So next in the list, we have VRNA. They have their earnings report tomorrow. So for anyone following VRNA, this has done incredibly well since I reported on it last year. In fact, it was already doing well before that point and has just continued to get better. Earlier this year, they announced great results. And in this ER, I'm really hoping to hear whether those sales have continued so far this year and hopefully accelerated further. Next in the list, we have some conferences happening here for VRNA, URGN, VRNA, CAPR, and on the 12th of March we have the ER for CAPR. So CAPR is another stock that I did a video on last year, just before it really took off. I made a lot of money with CAPR and I still think it's got a long way to go. Hopefully in this ER they'll talk about their HOPE-3 data and let us know a bit more about when to expect the end results. So after that, we have the URGN earnings report. So URGN currently have an NDA for UGN 102, but they also have ongoing trials for UGN 103 and UGN 104. So it would be really interesting to see if they mention that in the ER. This could really open up additional TAM for URGN. So if we do get some news, potentially we could get an uptick in the stock price. So we have another conference here for CAPR, and that's it for the end of March. After that, though, I would like to point out we do have the PDUFA date for URGN, which is on the 13th of June. And then we have the PDUFA expected for deramyocel for CAPR in the second half of the year. So as soon as that PDUFA date gets mentioned, I'm going to be updating the system. So make sure that you're subscribed to the stock to be notified as soon as that happens. Okay, so hopefully that's opened your eyes a bit to other opportunities out there next month. If it's been helpful to you, please like and subscribe.